Our faces come in all shapes and sizes. Some people who feel their forehead is too big have been turning to plastic surgery to change that. Take a look.
This is me before, and this is me after. So here I was 8.5 centimeters, and here I am 5.5 centimeters, okay? But wait, my incision line is shaved. So what looks like my full forehead is not actually my full forehead. My forehead is only from here to here, where the line is. The rest of that is gonna grow back. Okay, now tell me what you think.
Well, Dr. Jackie, this lovely young lady decided to have a forehead reduction. So let's just talk in general terms about facial proportions. We have 3/3 to our face, the upper third, the middle third, and the lower third. And you want each of those thirds to be approximately equal. And you can create balance by working on one of those 3 zones to create a prettier, more attractive look, more handsome look, if you will. So this young lady...
But let's start with the fact that she's beautiful.
She was.
She's absolutely adorable.
I mean, and this may be the big takeaway here is people that find really small things that bother them.
We're our own worst critics.
When nobody would pick up on it. And I think living in the COVID era, we're all wearing masks. Right. So what are we looking at now? We're looking at people's eyes, brows, and foreheads.
Right. Yes.
I mean, it's a little weird for somebody that young to be measuring in how many millimeters the distance from the top of your brow to your hairline. So,
but what would you say to a patient such as this, beautiful, who comes in?
That young and the way she looked before, I would turn her down.
Oh, good.
I mean, if something, you could try a little Botox or filler or something, but you know, we both do elective surgery.
Yes.
I know you do a lot of plastic surgery down under, and any elective surgery
has benefits and risk, but you have to think about the risk, because with that type of surgery, she could end up with a scar, loss of blood flow to her hairline. There's no feeling there. And so when we do surgeries, I think we fail to...
I mean, look at that incision.
Yes,
it's right on her face.
Yes, but the takeaway has to be that every surgery has a risk.
It does.
Yes.
And it's her right to have plastic surgery.
It's
her right to not be happy with something she doesn't like about herself. But I think the doctor that's seeing her, it's his duty to talk to her about the risk complications.
Right. And we do it all the time, because we do surgery in places you can't see.
Well,
and that we don't share.
That heals beautifully down there, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. You know,
when we talk about faces come in all shapes and sizes, so does
everything else.
So does your neck of the woods too.
Yes, it does.
And I know you're good at that. All right, let's move on to another dangerous trend is also popping up on social media. It's people doing their own facial injections.
Oh, no.
We would never want anybody. I mean, that's why we went to school for so many years and studied anatomy. You have to know exactly where things are and where they're not, and how to do that. And
I mean, you got to know the things we nerve, artery, vein.
There you go.
And if you don't know where the nerve, that's right. If you don't know where the nerve, artery, and vein is, you are getting in trouble.
And I'm telling you right now, the folks on social media don't know where nerve, artery, vein are.
No.
And what other thing that jumps out at me, how do they know what they're injecting? I think most of these injectors are not going to get it from a doctor. We're not going to give them Botox or fillers or any product for them to inject themselves. No. So they have to be going online, getting black market injectables. You have no clue what you're putting into your body.
Yeah. We've seen stories about that, though, where you ended up with the wrong product in the wrong place. And
people have died.
Yes, absolutely.
And gotten super sick, super infected, ended up in toxic shock, all of those things. So just say no to self-injecting.
The key is to make sure you're going to somebody who's board certified and knows what they're doing.
Right.